evening, Michael. Thank you for coming here for all of us. Basically, I'd just like you to explain, please, if you could, what FEMA's doing, what's going to happen when we hit code red, and the continuity of government. And basically, I know everyone's run all over the place, and local and state governments are falling by the day, but I mean, what have they got set up?
You're worried about the wrong thing.
Is that right?
You're worried about absolutely the wrong thing. But I'm glad you asked, because maybe it's good that we address this point now. I've been clear on this for 8-10 years, and one of my guests, Jim Rawls, former Army captain and Army intelligence, on the exact same page. Disinformation artists like Alex Jones, and I will name him publicly, who I have caught fabricating stories, who I have caught selling some of the most rancid bullshit ever, want you to be afraid of concentration camps and continuity of government, so that you will not deal with the things you need to deal with. There are not going to be any concentration camps for 300 million Americans. It costs money to feed 300 million people. It costs money to heat them. It costs money to build the camps. It costs money to feed the guards. Now, I may warrant a concentration camp. Me and my good friend Cynthia McKinney. And me and Ron Paul, too. My two favorite members of Congress ever. Yeah. Ron Paul and Cynthia McKinney. Okay? What is going to happen is exactly what's happening. Chaos. FEMA is right now at best like it was during Katrina, something you want to avoid at all possible costs. Okay? But FEMA is not something that should be real high on your priority list. I come from a military and a CIA family, right? You know that I've had a great many friends over the years, not only from people who've left CIA, but U.S. Army Special Forces, and recently some incredible guys from Navy SEALs. Okay? Let me be very clear on this. As of the last time I checked, and this is probably not correct, it's probably less than that, there were only 13 combat brigades in the continental United States. That is not enough military personnel to even protect critical infrastructure. I have read
Did everyone hear that?
I have read the Patriot Act and the Homeland Security Act from the Homeland Security Act from cover to cover. The absolute priority under continuity of government or under these acts is the protection of critical infrastructure. Bridges, radio stations, microwave towers, banks, police stations, fire departments, airports, ports. There ain't enough troops for that. During the Great Depression, when unemployment was 35-40%, we're between 25 and 30 now if you go to shadow stats. When unemployment was even bigger and people were starving, what business said, what infinite growth said, what the people who control the reins of infinite growth said was, why should we help these people? They're a migrant workforce. Don't give them any money. If there's a dust bowl in Oklahoma, they'll fight, they'll crawl, they'll starve, they'll steal their way to get to California to pick fruit for slave wages. It costs us nothing. And if some of them die, it's just weeding out the gene pool. That's the attitude that they have. So I would put that way down on your list. Now, if there is major civil unrest, I mean, how many people were here for Rodney King? Okay. I've seen a couple of good riots. That was a good one. If you were here, you will understand that if there's major civil unrest, the one thing that you do is just get out of the way. Disengage by any means possible. And to the extent that you can disengage from the economic system and everything else, you're that much freer to take care of yourself and your family.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Okay.